It can be hard balancing taking care of kids, senior loved ones, and yourself. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. There's a reason 29 million families have turned to Care.com. Find background-checked sitters, nannies, and senior caregivers who can help with everything from watching kids after school to senior meal prep. Whether you need full-time, part-time, or even occasional help, you can view rates and book highly rated caregivers that fit your budget and schedule. Get the help you need with Care.com.
On today's Smart 7, an outdoor smoking ban is on the way. Kamala Harris chats to CNN and much more. It's Friday, 30th of August. It's National Slinky Day. And happy birthday, Cameron Diaz.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer continued his mini-European tour on Thursday, meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron and discussing trade, the Middle East and the situation in Ukraine. He also took time to confirm that the UK government is looking at a plan to ban smoking in some outdoor places, including pub gardens, outdoor restaurants and sports grounds. It comes amid concerns over the continuing risk from tobacco, which kills over 80,000 people every year.
I do support the measures. Obviously, the detail will be set out in due course. But I want us to move to a smoke-free environment. I want to reduce those preventable deaths. I want to reduce the burden on the NHS.
A YouGov poll finds that most people agree with him, with only 35% opposing the idea. One of the 35% is, of course, Reform UK's Nigel Farage, who mounted a one-man protest with a cigarette outside his local pub. On a more serious note, Kate Nichols, the CEO of UK Hospitality, an umbrella group for the licensed trade, says the new ban could have a devastating effect on business.
This would be a significant hit. In the decade since the smoking ban was introduced in indoor areas, we saw the loss of 10% of our pubs and nightclubs. And this would be a significant impact, again, not just on pubs and nightclubs, but also on those wider eating out areas.
The political storm over the government's decision to scrap winter fuel payments doesn't seem to be dying down. This week we had dire warnings from PM Keir Starmer and Chancellor Rachel Reeves about the potential austerity to come as they try to fix the £22 billion hole in the nation's finances. But the first step, which was the cancelling of winter fuel payments for about 10 million people, not on pension credit or benefits, seems to have backfired. Now Lib Dem leader Sir Ed Davey says he's planning to challenge the decision in a move that looks like an attempt to seize the mantle of the official opposition.
Liberal Democrats said in the election we'd fight for a fair deal for people, and I think the least the Parliament needs to do is have a debate, have a vote, and hopefully reject this proposal. It looks like the government's first big mistake.
As the Tories continue with their six-way leadership contest, former Chancellor Nadhim Zahawi is warning that while the candidates wrestle with each other, the party is losing ground.
Other political parties, much more organised than ourselves, will fill that space. And I think that's a very dangerous place for my party.
Donald Trump has found himself in a new dispute, this time with Arlington Cemetery staff after filming an unofficial wreath-laying ceremony on Monday to mark the third anniversary of the US's chaotic Afghanistan withdrawal. That's against military rules, and when a member of staff tried to stop his team, there was a verbal and physical altercation. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris and her potential VP Tim Walz sat down for their first formal media interview on Thursday night. They spoke to Dana Bash on CNN, and Harris performed well, challenging Donald Trump's worldview.
I think, sadly, we have had in the former president someone who is diminishing the character and the strength of who we are as Americans, really dividing our nation, and I think people are ready to turn the page on that.
She also refused to be drawn on Trump's comments about her own racial identity and the suggestion that she turned black.
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba was in Brussels on Thursday for a meeting with EU foreign ministers. He was there to urge European allies to speed up the delivery of promised air defence systems as Ukraine braces for more waves of Russian missile attacks. The strikes on Monday involving over 200 missiles and drones did serious damage to Ukraine's energy capability, and Zelensky's chief of staff Andriy Yermak accused Vladimir Putin of a deliberate decision to threaten the world with nuclear disaster. Ukrainian historian Serhiy Plokhy says people are not taking the risk of a nuclear incident seriously enough.
The nuclear disasters that happened so far, they happened without war happening on the site. Now the chances of another accident has increased dramatically. But there is also a chance that certainly Russians could try to use some sort of an accident as a diversion.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, Paralympic GB grab early golds, and we find out what a podcaster and a hot rabbi have in common, right after this.
It can be hard balancing taking care of kids, senior loved ones, and yourself. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. There's a reason 29 million families have turned to Care.com. Find background-checked sitters, nannies, and senior caregivers who can help with everything from watching kids after school to senior meal prep. Whether you need full-time, part-time, or even occasional help, you can view rates and book highly rated caregivers that fit your budget and schedule. Get the help you need with Care.com.
Welcome back. Paralympic GB's games got off to a flying start on Thursday as Britain's Poppy Maskell won the first gold for swimming in the S14 100-metre butterfly. She also managed to set a world record, and shortly afterwards fellow Brit Telly Kearney picked up the UK's second gold in the pool as she won the S5 200-metre freestyle. This weekend we'll see more Paralympic action from Paris along with Formula 1 action from Italy. One driver who won't be on the circuit is Williams' Logan Sargent, who had another major crash during practice last weekend. Williams are promoting 21-year-old Argentinian Franco Colapinto from their driver programme for the last 9 races of the season. Old-timer Lewis Hamilton says it's good to see opportunities for new talent.
We are starting to see a lot younger drivers coming through, and I think we're just in that time where there's only 20 seats, and I think it's time we're starting to see this new wave come through. In terms of taking on another driver that's had many, many years of experience as opposed to giving an opportunity to a youngster.
Robert Lindsay has had a glittering career as an actor. He's won a Tony Award, Olivier Awards and BAFTAs, and now he's joining the cast of Sherwood for season 2. The Nottingham-based drama was a huge hit when it came out in 2022. It's a gritty drama series set in a post-Brexit Britain. Lindsay's character is a shady local millionaire who looks like he's going to cause plenty of trouble. Robert popped up on Good Morning Britain to chat about the show and describe how things went when he was first accepted to drama school.
I got into RADA. I was still working in the sewers, and I remember reading the letter of acceptance to my workmates. Oh, you're going to Royal Academy, eh? What do you need? And I said, well, I need 2 pairs of ballet tights, ballet pumps, and some items of makeup remover and a makeup box. Put it in. There was a complete silence.
I bet.
There's a new romantic comedy series on the way called Nobody Wants This. It's written by Erin Foster, a sitcom writer, and interestingly, the head of creative at the Bumble dating app, so I guess she's more than qualified for rom-com writing. The show stars Kristen Bell and Adam Brody. She's an agnostic podcaster, and he's a hot rabbi, and the question is, will they or won't they get together? It's very much in the vein of Sex and the City, but it ends up being more Sex and the Synagogue. It drops on Netflix on September 26th.
Well, you have to admit you guys are a weird pair.
Women are meant to experience big old orgasms.
He's responsible, kind, and you...
I'm not a bad person.
Tattoos, thick neck, light criminal record. That's like way more your type.
We love fun, but do we end up with fun? Yeah, have you met Esther? She's not fun. That's why I married her.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
To everyone else, this is a desk. But to you, it's a launch pad. Your starting block. This ain't a desk. This is opportunity.
Students who switch and save can get the Moto G 5G on us at your local Boost retailer.
The Boost mobile network includes roaming coverage from partner networks, which cover 99% of the U.S. population. Moto G 5G on us when you switch with ID verification and new $60 plan activation. Taxes extra. All prices, fees, features, functionality, and other offers are subject to change without notice. See participating dealers for details.